We are back with you now on Wave Listens Live. Our second segment today, we are sitting down with Exum Group, of course, full-service real estate team at Keller Williams, Louisville East. Our three guests today, you know well by now, Jackie Exum, Roxana Edwards, Amanda Russo, all here from the team. So welcome back to Listens.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We have got events, the market, we've got a lot to discuss. But before we leap into all of that, Jackie, it's been a few weeks since you guys have been on, so it's always good to do a refresher for our audience on what makes your team different.
Yeah, well, like you said, we're a real estate team. We're at Keller Williams, and we offer some additional sort of specialty services for later life transitions. So we help a lot in the way of senior transitions. Sometimes we're working with the homeowner themselves. We do a lot of work with the adult child or other family members who may be involved. And I think you know this from all the guests that we brought on the show. We have a whole slew of community partners that we pull in to be a part of the team to help ensure that smooth transition. And we're really proud of what we do. We love it.
I think that you mentioned all the folks that you've brought on with you before. It shows when people go through this situation, especially if it's a senior downsizing, can be pretty maybe scary to go through that process.
Yeah.
And you guys, it's like, you're not alone. We've got somebody for everything.
That's right. Yeah. I think so many people have been in their home for a lot of decades. And so the idea of moving is always stressful.
Where do you start?
But exactly. When you have a whole lifetime of stuff in the house and maybe multiple people involved in the family with opinions and all of that, it can be a lot to navigate. So that's why we're here.
Well, we're thankful that you are here. On that note, I want to talk a bit about the market with Roxana, because we were discussing a commercial break. Things are kind of interesting right now.
Yeah, so the market is in a bit of a transition. So we have seen homes really stabilize, a little less bidding wars and a little more negotiation. But the really quality homes, we're still seeing high competition because the market is still tight. Now, I'm sure you've heard there's a little bit of a buzz about some possible rate drops coming. So everybody is really paying close attention to that. And so if the rates do actually drop as they're predicting over the next few months, we're going to have a very exciting market.
I was going to say, I know people have been watching that headline closely, so we're kind of in that point of when's it going to happen type situation.
Yeah. And, you know, we're not sure. We're thinking towards the end of this month, we'll know a little more about where that's headed. But the possibility for exciting news for both sellers and buyers at this point.
We will see what happens. Of course, everybody keeping their eyes on that story. Amanda, I want to go to you for a second because you've got an event coming up. These are always exciting and good to let people know what's going on.
Yes, well, you know we love our events. And a big initiative that we have as a part of our team and being a resource to the community is education. So a big focus for us is we're doing some lunch and learns, and we have one coming up this month. It is September the 25th from 11:30 to 1. Now what this is, it's a lunch and learn that we are hosting in partnership with one of our senior living communities in the area. It's called the Ashton on Dorsey, so it's pretty easy to get to, centrally located off Hirschborn Lane. And then we also have one of our partners, Simply Shift, coming. So the point of this lunch and learn is, again, like we were talking about, the generations of all the items we've accumulated in the home. What do we do with those things? And that's where Simply Shift can come in and help with that. The Ashton on Dorsey is going to talk about senior living and options and how it really does help your independence and create more life in your years, and what that means for people that are kind of toying on, is that the right thing for us, or when do you move to those types of communities? And then of course we're going to be there to talk about your home and the equity and how you can use that to help plan and support your future care needs.
Get some of these questions answered in a fun environment that maybe is a little different than you planned on. Not the only event going on, Jackie. There's another, right?
Yeah, we do have another one coming up in Oldham County. This is called the One Stop Workshop, and it's a senior resource fair. It's being hosted on Tuesday, September 17th from 4 to 6 p.m. It's out of the John Black Community Center in Buckner. This will be a bit of a health fair style event, but it's not just health related resources. Our team will be there as a senior real estate specialty. We'll have attorneys on site, Medicare specialists, you name it, they'll probably be there. So it's free to the public. We invite everybody to come out. We'll have lots of fun swag to give out and some refreshments and things. So come on by and see us. It'll be really fun.
Plus, we know by now a Exum Group event is a can't miss event on the calendar. So you've got two to choose from. Okay, speaking of 2 minutes left.
Okay.
We have got a listing as promised. so let's dive into it.
Yes, 480 Old Sweet Owen Road in Owen County, Kentucky. So this is located, Owen County is in we call it the Golden Triangle between Cincinnati, Louisville, and Lexington. This property just had a massive price reduction. You see that price point there, $789. We had been at $869,900, so huge price cut there. This sits on 8.7 acres, and the property has a beautiful pond and grapevines for my wine lovers who want to dive into winemaking. Come see it. The sellers in their years of home ownership have planted literally hundreds of trees, so this property is just gorgeous. There's a saltwater pool, gorgeous pavilion. The house itself is ranch style, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. It's got a finished walkout basement. The primary bathroom, I think it's coming, there it is, has been fully renovated. It's beautiful. Also, the home is built of Nudura concrete, so it's very resistant to just about anything you could envision. So we are ready to get this sold, so give me a call.
I imagine
225-3303. Yeah, we'd love to show it to you.
having a return of investment to be within, an hour and change for 3 top 75 cities. That's kind of a no-brainer if you're looking for something maybe to hang on to down the road.
Absolutely.
Okay, you were in the middle of giving the phone number. Let's do a best way to get in touch with you guys for that or anything else.
Yeah, that's our phone number right there on the screen, 502-225-3303. We're happy to answer questions about any of our events coming up, or real estate questions, or senior transition questions. You name it, we're happy to talk about it.
Well, we know you are always so helpful to those folks that need it. Thank you for all being here today and having some fun events for our viewers to look forward to.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you next time.
Okay.
All right, stay with us here on Wave Listens Live. Still one more great segment to go. Coming up next, we will talk fall camps with Louisville Parks and Rec when we come back.
Start your evening with what's happening now. Exclusive investigation.